G'day friends, how's it going? Welcome back to Sam's Home Kitchen, where I bring to you budget-friendly recipes with sustainability in mind. Today we're making chicken and rice. Chicken and rice, this combination is so robust, it exists in every single cuisine, and today we're making a Chinese version of it, which is Hainanese chicken. It's chicken cooked to the right doneness. What I love about this chicken and rice dish is there's little wasted throughout the process. We're going to poach the chicken, and the chicken will be nice and moist, but at the same time the broth that come out of the chicken poaching goes straight into the rice and cook all of the chicken deliciousness right into every single grain of rice. And on top we're going to make a spring onion dressing that somehow just elevates this chicken and rice combination to an incredible level. We'll make some veggies, we'll make some side dishes to go with it. This is such a classic, it's easy, it's comforting, and that's all I ever asked for. Enough said, and let's get cooking. Start by preparing the chicken. I'm using some chicken legs. Make a cut around the ankle, right down to the bone, and turn the leg 90 degrees to cut through the meat. To the bone again. From the ankle, peel the meat away from the bone. Like that, we just successfully debone our chicken drumstick. I personally would pick the thighs and legs over chicken breast any days. They are more flavorful and more forgiving when it comes to cooking. Unlike breast, once you overcook, you're done. With our chicken all prepped up, move on to the next step. Load up a saucepan with some water. Onto the stove on medium heat. Bring the water up to boil, and we can add in the bones and the deboned chicken we worked on earlier. At the first cook, we're aiming to get rid of the blood and impurities by giving it a quick blanch. Let the water simmer for about 5 minutes and get rid of the water. We recently welcomed a little furry creature at home. This chicken broth is chef kisses to them. Don't chuck it down the drain and waste it, just make sure you don't season it. With the pot drained, we add in our second batch of water in. Hot water here would help speed up the process. We're now good to season the chicken with some salt, and a little cheat, a cube of chicken stock goes a long way. Now we simmer the chicken until we reach the ideal doneness. I like my chicken juicy and tender, so I got it simmering for about 5 minutes. Feel free to cook it for longer if that is your preference. Once you're happy, take the meat out, set aside, and keep the broth on simmer with the bones in to get that extra flavor out. Move back over to the bench. We'll get on with the rice. I've said it before, with these measurements on the side of Asian rice cookers, 1 cup is about 150 grams of rice. Weighing the rice makes it super idiot proof. Make sure to give the rice a quick rinse to get rid of any dirt, debris, or excess starch. And the rice water, don't forget to save it for the garden. Now we have our rice washed. Back to the bench. Instead of cooking our rice with plain water, which is boring, that is right, we're using the chicken broth. With all of the flavor and essence we got from chicken, they'll go straight into each grain of rice. And just take it one step further, I'm throwing the chicken bones in to cook with the rice. Into the rice cooker, press the button, it's that easy. Next up, we'll make some spring onion sauce. We don't need a lot. I grabbed a little handful of green stems from the garden, which is about equivalent to about 1 bulb of store-bought ones. I then finely chop it up and into a ceramic dish. Next, some garlic. The classic recipe actually calls for ginger, but I refuse to buy them given I'm actually in the process of growing my own. So I use garlic as a substitute. Finally chop it up and into the dish. Over to the stove. Heat up a good amount of oil, about 75 to 100 grams in a saucepan. Aim for about 180 degrees Celsius, or if you don't have a thermometer, until your wooden utensil bubbles when you stick it in. When it's up to temperature, pour the hot oil over the garlic and spring onions to bring out the aromatics. Don't rush with the process, as it's possible for it to bubble over if all poured in at once. a dash of soy sauce, sprinkle of salt and MSG. This sauce is so simple yet so flavorful. To add some freshness to the dish, I slice up some cucumber. Nothing fancy whatsoever. Now the rice is about done, we are on the home stretch. Slice up the chicken against the muscle. These thighs were cooked just right. Check out how juicy they still are. In the final 10 minutes of our rice cooking, I throw in some broccolis I had in the fridge. 10 minutes is a good amount of time to cook the broccoli, but still maintain the firmness and texture. To dish up, broccoli out, a good amount of our chicken rice. Lay out the cut up chicken over the rice and give it a generous amount of the sauce. The cost breakdown is around the screen here. One serve of our Hainanese chicken costed us $1.60 to make. Alrighty, it's dark, it's dinner time. I got my Hainanese chicken and rice sitting right in front of me. Just going to dig in and let you know how it tastes like. The rice is really flavorful, especially with the addition of chicken stock that is a little cheap but works in wonders. Let's have a taste of the chicken. You just can't go wrong with chicken thigh or chicken legs. This is great, and the sauce on top, it's just such a good complement to give it a lot more really nice aromatics and to elevate this entire dish. Broccoli, just 10 minutes in the rice cooker, just cooked to the right amount. It's still got that freshness, it's still got that firmness, but just takes the edge off. Cucumber here just provides a really nice, refreshing element to this dish. This over here, chicken and rice, super comforting. And tell you a little secret, sometimes when I'm really lazy or I just run out of time, put the rice on, chuck the chicken in at the same time. Yes, it will be overcooked, it will be really soft and mushy, but that's a really good compromise to achieve about 60-70% of the flavor with half of the effort, if not less. Alright, that is all I got for you today. I hope you give this a try, especially the spring onion and garlic dressing. This is such a good complement to rice. You can use it with chicken, without chicken, do whatever you want, make a batch, chuck it in the fridge, it's good for days. If you enjoyed my video, if you want to see more budget-friendly recipes, I have one of these videos coming out every 2 weeks. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.